Hey, what's up guys? I'm bringing you my UFC 133 fight predictions. I'm going to start off with the prelims. Mike Brown, Nam Pham. I like this fight a lot. Mike Brown got a lot of experience. Nam Pham, tough guy. Coming off that loss against Leon Garcia, extremely close fight. Mike Brown fought a lot in WEC, got a lot of submissions. I see Mike Brown taking this one, but probably by decision. I see a decision victory for him. Nam Pham's a tough guy. I don't think he's going to be able to finish him. So yeah, Mike Brown, unanimous decision. Ivan Menjivar, Nick Pace. Gonna be honest, I don't know a lot about Nick Pace. I haven't seen a lot of his fights. Ivan Menjivar though, WEC fighter again. Fought a lot in WEC. And coming off that devastating win over Charlie Valencia. Plus he's training over at TriStar Gym. Extremely good gym at the moment, obviously with Faraz as the main guy and GSP, the one of their headline fighters, I guess. Also on the prelim card, Matt Hamill, Alexander Gustafsson. This was originally supposed to be Vladimir Matyushenko and Alexander Gustafsson. I did like that fight more, but this should be a good fight too. I still like it. I think it could be a good fight. Matt Hamill's been striking with people a lot lately. He has got that wrestling background though, which I think is where he's going to take this fight. Alexander Gustafsson, I actually saw him fight in UFC 120, which was the first live event I got to go to. But I see Matt Hamill taking this one to the ground. Maybe being able to finish him, but probably going to be a decision. So, next fight, Rory McDonald, Mike Pyle. This is a good fight, I think. Mike Pyle, I saw him also fight in UFC 120 up in London, and he beat John Hathaway, who looked good at the time, coming off Diego Sanchez's victory, and Mike Pyle beat him and did well against him, to be fair. And bit of a shame that night. I was rooting for John Hathaway, but anyway, Rory McDonald also at TriStar Gym with Ivan Menjivar. That camp looks good at the moment. I see him taking this one. Maybe by submission. I don't see him. See, this is a tough fight. I think Mike Pyle's got. I don't know. I'll come back to this fight, I think. Jorge Rivera and Konstantinos Philippou. Don't know much about Konstantinos Philippou, but Jorge Rivera, he's been around a while. I don't particularly like the guy because of the whole Bisping situation. Bisping fanboy here. But I think he will take this fight, Jorge, just because I don't know much about Konstantinos. I should stop saying his name. Jorge Rivera to win the fight. I think TKO probably. He's got tough hands. Maybe I'll do some research on Konstantinos. Him. And get back to you on that one. Dennis Holman, Brian Ebersol, two extremely experienced fighters. Brian Ebersol beat Chris Liddell actually in his last fight. I didn't like that fight. Brian Ebersol seemed to just take Chris Liddell down. Chris Liddell's dangerous though, so got dangerous hands. He can finish fights. So maybe Brian Ebersol has got stand up, but just was scared to strike with Chris Liddell. Could be. So he may come and strike. Dennis Holman, also extremely experienced fighter. Had a few stints in UFC, I think. But I think it's going to be a close fight. I think it's going to be a decision, to be honest. I see both of these guys, one trying to get the takedown and then the other not being able to get up off their back. So I'm going to say Brian Ebersol by decision, unanimous. Vitor Belfort, Yoshihiro Akiyama. Actually, I saw Yoshihiro fight too at UFC 120. I should stop going on about it. Sorry. My apologies. Vitor Belfort, Yoshihiro Akiyama. Vitor Belfort, obviously a veteran of the sport. Been around as long as I can remember, or before I can remember. Yoshihiro Akiyama, he's fought in UFC 3 times now, and I think he's had 3 fight bonuses. So, fight all nights. So, he comes to fight, This should be a good fight. Vitor Belfort though, he's so experienced, he's got fast hands, he's got submissions. Came in I think everyone thought he was going to be a jiu-jitsu guy, and then just blew everyone away with his hands. So I see Vito taking this one, but again, another fight of the night I think is on the cards for this one. Really should be a good fight. And for the main event, Rashad Evans versus Tito Ortiz. Tito coming off his fight. I didn't think he was going to take this fight. He just beat Ryan Bader, and I thought he was going to keep that momentum because his back was up against the wall, and I thought he'd want to like not throw it away. But I thought about it, and I thought, you know, if he wins this fight, that throws him into title contention almost. So I think it was the right choice for Tito. Maybe he hadn't had a long layoff like he has in his last few fights, so that should be good for him. Rashad Evans. I don't know which Rashad is going to turn up. If it turns up as the striker, I think Tito can take him down. But I think you're going to see the Rashad you've seen in the last few fights, where he's going to try and take the fight to the ground and keep Tito on his back. But Tito looks dangerous off his back. Sorry, my apologies. Tito almost got Lyoto in that triangle. He came extremely close to locking that triangle up on Lyoto, even though Lyoto dominated him in that fight. So Rashad can't be idle on his back, on top, sorry. So I see Rashad taking this one by a decision probably, but Tito could cause some trouble for Rashad. He's been around for so long. He's got good striking, reasonably good striking, good chin, very good chin. Experience, wrestling is some of the best. And like I said, he can do some off his back. He showed it against Lyoto. So I see this fight, I see Rashad taking it by decision, or maybe a Tito third round submission triangle choke. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. That's been my predictions for UFC 133. Hope you enjoy the fight.